What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Thurl video. Today we're doing another top 5 video. The top 5 video today is going to be the top 5 signatures in Brawlhalla. I compiled this list with the help of a couple of friends, especially Zakoi. Shout out to the boy Zakoi. And we're just gonna go through them. This is personally my opinion, but I think that most pros would agree with this list. If not, maybe change one or two. So let's just get into it. Just a quick disclaimer before the video starts. I am not including Jaeyoon sigs in this video because if you guys didn't know, they would take 2 out of the 5 spots in this top 5 list. Jaeyoon side sig on sword and Jaeyoon and sig on great sword would literally take 2 out of the 5 spots. So because of that, I don't want to include it because it's completely overtuned and I know that it'll get nerfed next patch, so there's no point of putting something right now that wouldn't be legal in tournament. These are all sigs that I think will not be touched by the time the next major is out, and something that you guys I think should invest time into learning and respecting if you're playing against it. Alright, let's get into it. At number 5 in this list we have Ember and sig. This sig is insane. Honestly, I put it at number 5. It could have been at number 4, but I think that I have a really good one for number 4. So what the sig is basically a sig that you can use to kill or even as a punish, like off of whiff. Ready? For example, let's say N-sig, I can easily bait out the N-sig with a sidelight. It's like a light attack. Also sidelight, N-sig catches jump, D-light N-sig catches jump as well if I hit it correctly. Right there. You have to hit it like towards the end and it hits. Also, it hits stacked, which is insane. And it kills relatively early. It probably kills at like 150. And there's really nothing bad about this sig. It covers the vertical area that bow can cover with unlit, but with the sig, so it kills. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. Let's get into the next one. At number 4 on this list, we have Sidra down sig. This sig is so good. Like, you guys don't understand. Look how insane this sig is. Like, even it's so hard to avoid this sig off of sidelight, and it always spikes. Always. He is 130. At this HP, he is dead. Watch. Wait a second, I hit it wrong, but boom. He's dead. There was no way you can come back after that. And okay, let's say you're recovering back on stage. Doing this, unpunishable. Unpunishable. Yeah, like go find someone who can like counter this. Like, it is so good. And there's like no counter to it, like at all. There is some counters where you can like down air with bow, but overall this sig is insane. And the reason why it's at number 4 is because of its spike potential. You can literally win a game. Earlier today I lost a game to a Sidra and sig and I died at yellow. Exactly the same way. I was like yellow and he did this and I died. Let me I was probably this HP. It's probably this HP, right? Look at this. Look at that. He's dead. Like, how do you come back from that? Like, this sig definitely needs nerfs, especially like coming back on stage to edgeguard it or to sidelight and sig. It's just so good. Like, there's no counter to it, and it shouldn't spike as well as it does. Like, that's just crazy. All right, let's get on to the third one. At number 3 on this list, we have Bodvar down sig. Look how versatile this sig is. The reason why this is at number 3 and not number 4, even though it does relatively the same thing as Sidra down sig, is the fact that it's can also hit grounded and stacked. Like, look at this. This is insane. I'm literally stacked with him. Literally stacked. Sidra cannot do that. That's why this is at number 1. And if they have no dodge, they die at literally orange. Also, you can hit sidelight into down sig like this, and it spikes them down if you do it correctly. Let me explain to you right here. Let me try to hit him. So let's say you leave him right there. Look at that spike. That is crazy. You can win games at actually yellow if you hit this correctly. Like, look at that right there. I'm not hitting it, but let's say he's a little bit more, then you literally can win the game off of that. Also, this, if you hit it correctly, it's just game over. I think the sig is by far At number 3, like compared to every other sig, this is by far the number 3 spot for sure. At number 2, we have Bow and Sig. This sig is crazy. It is literally a light attack. Like, there is no justification to why this should be in the game. Like, the fact that you can do this and it gives you movement, something that you guys gotta understand is that some sigs that moves your hurt box is good because it's harder to punish. For example, if you do a sig, or the example, something like Emily, right? That's easy to punish because I don't move. Something like Ensig, which moves my hurt box, is actually hard to, it's actually hard to punish because let's say if someone's going to punish here, right? I'm here. So they have to predict where I'm going to move. And I can either jump, like before I'm out of stun, I can jump. Like before I even touch the ground. So I don't even have to land. I can just keep jumping. Also, I can Sear before I even land. Like you can just use it as a cover tool, like that. Like let's say I miss it, cover myself, miss it, cover myself, miss it, cover myself, miss it, and you get the point. And this sig is just, the reason why this sig is so good is because it like fixes all of Sword's weak spots. For example, Sword has a weak vertical cover. I mean, yeah, not vertical, like diagonal coverage. Like you see this area I'm jumping to, like right there. Right here. Let me try to put my mouse. So right here, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if you guys see my mouse. Well, if you guys can't see my mouse, basically this diagonal portion right here, like where I'm jumping, is where Sword's weak spot is. That's why Bow is pretty good into it, and Guitars are pretty good into it because it lacks on that diagonal coverage. But look at what this can do. Boom. You can literally hit that spot that is like basically your blind spot, and just cover yourself so well. So it just makes Sword even better than what it is, which is crazy. And that's why it's at number 2. At number 1, we have Rayman down sig. This sig is crazy. Look at this sig. Like, tell me who designed this sig and why it's in the game. I don't understand. Look at this. You can move it. Look. How are you gonna recover? How? Tell me. This sig is so crazy. It spikes. It is the best edgeguard tool in the game. Kills super early, and you have like no cons. Like what is bad about this sig? It is super hard to punish. You can move while you're in it, so you don't know where they're gonna be. I can move front and backwards. Like, there's just nothing bad about this sig, and it kills so early. It's a free edgeguard. Like, you can just spam it too. Look at that. I'm hitting it as fast as I can. Look at this edgeguard. Look at that. Look at that. Like, what is he gonna do? Tell me. Boom. Boom. You're dead. You're dead, bro. You're dead. There's nothing you can do. Boom. Barely cancel. Boom. Dead. I don't know who designed the sig. I don't know why it's in the game, but this is by far the best sig in the game. Couple it with its literally 0 recovery frames, spikes kills at literally yellow, and the fact that you can move while you're in it. Like, you can move left and right. Like, look at that. You can move right, left. You can move backwards. Look at that. Look at that. So imagine you're going like that, and then you hit him. Like, what? Like, okay, you can, oh, where am I going? Where am I going? Bam. Where am I going, dog? Where am I going? Damn, where am I going? Where am I going? Dead. Like, it is so good. I don't understand who made it. Like, they obviously made it because they want people to play Rayman. Like, he's pretty, I wouldn't say he's underplayed. Now that people are realizing how good he is, he's starting to get more played, but they need to nerf this sig. Like, this is the equivalent to J-Yoon sigs. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, easily. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed these top 5 signatures. Like I said, I compiled this with my boy Zakoi. Shout out to him. And yeah, this is 5 sigs that we think are probably the best in the game right now. There are a lot of good sigs in this game, so comment down below which one you think I missed, which one you think is better. And I also picked the sleeper ones, such as like Sidra down sig, which is not really seen that much, but is actually really good, and that's why I included. Anyways, if you enjoyed, leave a little like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.